phone talking to JayJay and Dom right now. This is Robert Pattinson.
Hello?
Hello, is that Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got us. JayJay and Dom here from The Edge.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good morning. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Do we call you Arpats or Robert? Do you have a preference? Do you mind the Arpats thing?
Well, I would quite like to kill the person who invented it, but other than that, but yeah, I don't really mind. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, you're sweet. I just can't believe we're talking to you. This is actually quite a big deal, Robert. For us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're a big deal, and you've been on my dream hit list for a long time now. For many reasons.
I'm nervous about disappointing though.
Oh, you could never you're the world's most dreamiest man, according to recent polls. You couldn't disappoint.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so how's things? You're in Sydney at the moment.
Yeah, I've just been here for 2 days.
Wow, we're only a 3-hour plane ride. You should pop over to New Zealand sometime.
I would love to. Got nothing to do after today, so maybe I will.
That would be so amazing, because I know you'll be filming a movie there soon, aren't you? So you might get down to...
Yeah, in Adelaide, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you should come here if you're ever looking for a break or an escape from the paparazzi or photographers and all that. You come to New Zealand and people will pretty much leave you well alone.
Well, I would definitely think about it.
You can't promise that, Dom. If I find out Arpats is in town. No, anyway, so we're really excited because the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 opens in New Zealand today.
It does?
And is this the end of it for you? This is it? The end of the Twilight movies?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless they decide to, unless Stephanie Meyer decides to write a bunch of new ones and doesn't recast me.
Oh.
Well, how does this feel for you? Because it's been such a big chunk of your life. Is it quite sad that it's reached the end, or is it quite a pleasing sort of time?
It's a little bit sad. I mean, I haven't really come to terms with it yet. I mean, I guess by this time next year, I'll really realize what it is to not be going back up to Vancouver and putting all that makeup on again and seeing all over. But
well, you can still go to Vancouver and put makeup on if you want.
yeah. I think, maybe I'll just do a little pilgrimage every year.
You must, did someone say to you when you got the role of Edward Cullen, this is going to be a really massive hit, this movie? Did you have any idea?
No one did, and absolutely no one did. It was it was only after the first premiere that people really started to realize. I mean, we didn't even know if we were doing a sequel or not until the weekend it was released. And after it was a big hit, people were, the studio was like, oh, we should probably do a sequel. They haven't even bought the rights to the second and third book at that point.
Wow.
If you had any idea it was going to be as big as what it's become, would you have thought twice about accepting the role?
No, I don't think so. I mean, because, I kind of did what I wanted to do, basically, in every single one of the movies.
Yeah.
So it was all right.
Yeah, but you seem to me like a reasonably private sort of person, and this thing's just changed your whole life. I mean, you're one of the most hunted men in the world, pretty much.
Yeah, it makes me into a kind of weirdo recluse.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? You can't even go out for milk and a paper on the weekend without people following you.
Yeah, no shit. You gotta do everything in a kind of it's kind of you get made into an eccentric. Like you become very strange very quickly.
Yeah, that's so odd.
What do you do to keep yourself normal? I'm guessing you got some old mates back in England that keep you pretty grounded.
I mean, luckily I wasn't that normal to begin with. So I mean, I can only it's sort of. I guess it's just my natural progression of where my life is supposed to go, just getting weirder and weirder.
Robert Pattinson on the phone talking to JayJay and Dom. The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. The conclusion is opening nationwide today. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go and see it.
It's just JayJay and myself doing the interview because we recorded it a couple of Sundays ago. Mike was busy selling beef jerky, I think, at the shopping channel.
Something like that.
I'm hearing only good things about this movie.
Yeah, but these are fans, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they make the movie so that anyone can watch it, whether you know the books or not, whether you've seen the other movies or not.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater, I'm a celebrator. I saw the first movie, it just wasn't really my scene.
Yeah, same. Yeah, not really me. But Robert Pattinson's on the phone, so let's get back to him. Part 2 of the interview. It's 7:22.
What about like things like this when you're named the sexiest man alive in so many magazines and polls? And I get the feeling that you're sort of a little bit like shy about that sort of stuff, but I bet your mum's proud of you.
She's like, I got good genes. No, I mean, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. Like, if it, you can't really have any control over it. But I mean, like when you're number one and all those things, you're like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. But as soon as you get to like number 2 or 3, you're like, what is happening?
That's outrageous.
Yeah, like, that guy is not sexier than I am. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, who is that guy?
Do you get on the phone to People magazine and go, yes, look, can I please demand a recount of the votes?
Does your mum have like a sort of a shrine room to you? Like I know a couple of our friends have, their kids are All Blacks and they've got like rooms with, all their old jerseys in and stuff like that. Does your mum, being a big fan of, her son, does she have posters of you and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, she's got like every single newspaper cutting from 5 years, or from since I started acting, basically. Stacks of it. Disturbing.
Does she ever pull you up on any of the goss that's written about you then? Robert, you didn't tell me about this.
Always. She always knows. She knows what my schedule is, like, before I know what it is. I think she hacks my email sometimes.
And out of all the things you read about yourself, what sort of percentage of things would be true and what percentage is just, so far-fetched and ridiculous that it's laughable?
I mean, probably about 90% is untrue.
Really? Wow.
Okay, what about the thing, I read something about a month ago about you liking to lick girls' armpits. Is that true or is that made up?
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Sometimes.
Wow.
I like licking my own armpits as well.
Really? God, that's talent. Now, what about, have you got your guitar with you? Do you travel with your guitar?
I haven't actually, and
Really?
that was actually a mistake. I was supposed to have brought it with me, but I completely forgot.
Do you have any other talents that we haven't heard of apart from armpit licking and guitar playing and acting? Are you a good cook or anything like that?
I just learned how to cook an egg about 3 days ago.
Did you? Oh,
It's a small step.
well, it's a start.
Well, geez, you must have cooks and things. If I was you, I'd have a chef that travels with me all the time. Are you that hooked up with your posse?
No, I mean that's like the only reason. That's the only reason. Like I decided a long time ago, because I don't like going to the gym, that I just don't eat. And that's kind of it sort of worked out a little bit. I would be morbidly obese by now.
Right. Hey, now with the junket that you're on at the moment, I heard that Kirsten's doing Japan and Taylor Lautner's doing Brazil. How do you guys decide where you go? Do you rock, paper, scissors? Do you call shotgun on a place, or is it decided for you?
Yeah, Japan and Brazil didn't want me.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It's someone else's idea. What about with the Mackenzie Foy, the young girl that plays your daughter on the set of Twilight? What's it like having her on the set? Is she a lot of laughs? Is she shy? Is she a prankster?
Oh yeah, she's great. She's very, very serious. I think she judged me quite early on that I wasn't clever enough for her.
Oh, really?
And I was swearing too much as well. So she brought a swear jar on and made about $500 on it.
Wow, I bet she buzzed out when she realised she'd be working with you. No, I would.
Yeah. Listen, it's been great having you on the show. We've really enjoyed your company today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you at the moment? How good is life? How happy are you?
Pretty good. I really like Sydney, and kind of had a good day of that kind of fun little interviews. That sounds ridiculous.
Hey Robert, I'd love you to come to New Zealand. You'd have so much fun here, and hopefully we get to talk to you again, because there's so much more I'd love to talk to you about. I'm such a fan.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, I'd love to come.
Okay, well, we'll make a deal with you. If we track down the person that created the RPAT's name and kill them for you, will you then come to New Zealand?
I promise you that I will.
Okay, deal.
All right, hey Robert Pattinson, good luck at the opening of the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 in cinemas across New Zealand today. We'll see you again soon.
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Well, there you go. Movie Royal.